Hello, welcome to this update. It's first update now on a new project. As I've hinted in my last videos, with the ending of the previous project I was working on, it was more or less a test code, and I was really wanting to go ahead and expand on that, but build it completely, rebuild it from the ground up, and actually get something that I can be a little bit more proud of and actually enjoy playing. And whenever I finished that project, I got some pretty good responses, not so much from YouTube, but that's to be expected. Instead, I got a lot of feedback from people in the real world, people around me when I showed it to them in person. And that came in the form of actually being able to have multiple people join along and be willing to work on this as a collaboration, which is something I very much enjoy. This physics engine that I'm kind of showing off right now that we've built was primarily done through a great friend of mine. I'll link his YouTube channel, Dan, and he has a wonderful talent for programming. He doesn't show it off that much in his own channel. He's more of, as what I've seen, cinematography as his focus, but this is also very great, and I'm very, very fortunate to have someone like him helping out. And so his masterful work has come into play in making this. I've had quite a bit of code I've been working on in the background that's not quite showable yet, but hopefully I'll be able to put some of that up very soon. One of those being sprite animation, which is something that I'm entirely new to and am very much enjoying working around with. As you can see, though, I'm just going to go ahead and address some of the, I would say, changes that stand out compared to what I had before. First off, as you can see, the character's movement is much more smooth. There is a slight acceleration, both in the starting and ending of each movement, both in the character and in the camera. You can see the camera moves around slightly whenever I land. It doesn't quite hit the ground at the exact same time as the player. Also, the game is much less floaty. Acceleration is turned up along with jump height, or jump force. So the height is fairly similar, but the actual movement feels much faster paced. Another thing that's in here is wall jumping. You can cling onto the wall slightly and fall down. It's a little unforgiving in this build that I'm showing off, but you can still somewhat climb up these little parallel walls. And as a slight little show, you can, if you time it right, get these walls barely without having to have something else on the other side. Another thing I really like showing off is the parallax, which is now going to be in use for things like background elements and just overall making the scene look nicer. Instead of having golf ball clouds that stay still all the time, well, they might still look like golf balls, but they'll be moving around, which will be pretty cool. So right now we just have some default textures going around, little bricks and everything, but this is more or less, like I said, just to show off the physics side of everything, or the engine for platforming. And again, I'm very, very happy with how this has all started. It's taken a few days to get all this done. It's been a little under a week worth of work, and we've all been having a pretty fun time doing this. Currently, it's me and Dan working on this as the two main people in charge of this. We have a third person on the side who hopefully will be able to lend their artistic skills to help us with a lot of the visuals. And it's going pretty well. I'm very excited about how this is going, and I'll definitely be looking forward to keeping more updates going. Also, again, I don't know if I forgot to say this or not, but I will be linking Dan's YouTube channel. Wonderful, wonderful help, and yeah, thanks for watching.